Alright, hello. Left 4 Dead turns 15 this year, being released in November 2008. Although it's the sequel Left 4 Dead 2 that turned a brilliant concept into a groundbreaking game. But after all these years, what makes it still such a popular game to play and come back to time and time again? Despite finishing the campaigns many times, I still find myself enjoying the game. But without the special Infected, I feel like it would not be a very memorable game. So in this video, I will dissect each different Infected type you encounter in Left 4 Dead, and what makes the game stand out as a Valve masterpiece. The common Infected are, as the name suggests, the most common enemy you'll encounter in the game. All have contracted the green flu virus, causing massively increased aggression. The virus spreads incredibly fast, as shown by the numbers of common Infected you encounter in the game. Some will wander around aimlessly, and others will run at you at sight. The most dangerous situations are when a horde of them will attack you, either from hitting a car alarm alerting them, or by a crescendo event, such as setting off an alarm at a store or starting up a roller coaster. There are variations of the common Infected which have some slight differences. These are the uncommon Infected, only appearing in one story campaign and a few of the DLC campaigns. This includes the Cedar Worker, which you'll find in the Dead Center campaign. They are immune to flames and have slightly increased health. You will also find clowns at the Whispering Oaks theme park. Judging by how many clowns are in this park, this must have been a nightmare to visit. With their squeaky shoes, they attract hordes of common Infected to follow them. The Mudmen are found in the swamps. They crawl around swiftly on the floor, making them hard to spot within the boggy water. Worker Infected are barely noticeable, which is ironic as they wear high-vis jackets. Their only special ability is wearing earmuffs, which stops them from hearing pipe bombs. Also gives them nice cozy warm ears. Riot Officer Infected appear in the parish. They are bulletproof from the front as they are wearing bulletproof vests, making them one of the tougher Infected to deal with. But now it's where things get interesting. The special Infected are what turns the game from an average to an amazing one. Each one has its own unique abilities and soundtracks, and with the most recent Last Stand update, they appear even more frequently. We all start with the Boomers, and no, they are not a group of old people who are ruining the planet for the rest of us. They are named Boomers because of their tendency to explode when shot. Rather than attacking the survivors, Boomers will instead puke bile all over them, attracting a horde of common Infected to attack them. If a survivor explodes a Boomer while standing too close, they will be covered in the Boomer bile. Overall, I'd say these are the easiest special Infected to deal with, as they are large and easy to spot, weak and easy to kill, plus they can't really do much damage.
Capping his ass! Hunter!
Hunters, as the name suggests, are a stealthy special Infected, usually seen stalking the streets, hiding around corners, ready to pounce on survivors. They let out a growl when you are nearby, and if they do land on a survivor, they will pin them down to the floor and try and rip them to pieces. One of the tougher special Infected to deal with. The way they pounce can be truly frightening. The Smoker is the last of the 3 original special Infected, named because of the big cloud of smoke they let out once killed, which will give anybody a huge coughing fit. Well, they do say smoking is bad for you. They often use their overgrown tongue to snare their victims, often lurking around on rooftops. If you hear the distinctive smoker's cough, make sure to look up high.
Smoker! Watch out!
The spitter will leave a horrible green acid on the floor. The longer the survivor stands in it, the more damage the survivor takes from the goo, which can lead to some frustrating moments, as it can combine with other special infected, such as a smoker or hunter being able to pin you into the horrible acid bath. The spitter does stand out in a crowd though, due to her fluorescent green glowing goop dribbling out of her mouth. Well, I did always say spitting is a dirty habit.
You got a spitter!
Named because these short demented guys will ride you like a horsey. They are very similar to the hunter. However, instead of pinning down their victims, they will control their movements while causing damage. This can lead to them steering you off the edge of rooftops or into spitter goop. I am usually the weakest at killing jockeys, as they have more health than hunters, and despite their manic cackling, they can pop up out of nowhere. The Charger is the strongest of the normal special infected. Its high-speed chargers can barrel through a group of survivors. They stand out with their overinflated right arms. Clearly someone has been busy down the gym. Or maybe other activities, since only one arm is muscly. Now we move on to the extra special infected. The two special infected with the most health and have potential to be the most devastating.
See that bitch?
And reload.
Oh shit! Witch!
The witch's theme is very distinctive, along with her crying. Anytime you hear or see one, turn off your flashlights, as any light will startle her. She gets very moody and very angry the closer you are to her. It is possible to avoid taking on witches if you are careful. However, sometimes she will block the path, making it impossible to avoid her. Just remember, whoever startles the witch is who she will aim for. Featured very heavily in the Hard Rain campaign, where rather than one witch maximum per chapter, you can come across 10 or more in one chapter alone. There are also two variations of the witch. One will sit still and cry in the corner, but the one to watch out for is the Wandering Witch, as she will wander the corridors. Just be careful she doesn't wander into your path. Seen as the final boss fight of the game, the tank is the strongest and toughest special infected in the game. With over 3,000 health, it will take a group to take him down. Not only is he tough, he is also strong, with the ability to lift up cars and concrete blocks to toss at the survivors. There is no subtlety about when a tank is near, as the screen will shake and the tank's theme will play. There is honestly nothing more terrifying in the game than stumbling into a tank in a small room. So there you go. That is every special infected in Left 4 Dead. Without them in the game, it just wouldn't be the same. They add a level of challenge and randomness into the game that will always keep you on your toes. Make sure to check out this classic game. It's honestly still amazing after 15 years. Thank you everyone for watching, but for now, take care and leave me alone.